Well, it's the third week of LCS with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Inspired from Evil Geniuses, fresh off their victory against Golden Guardians, and what might have been the weirdest draft situation for a match that we have seen in this entire year of LCS. What did you think of the draft, and what was going on as you guys were in Champ Select and trying to figure stuff out?
I mean, the moment they locked in Yasuo Yon, I didn't really expect that because their players don't really seem like type of players that will pull out those champs.
Yeah.
And we're like surprised they left Seraphine first pick, but then they picked Yasuo, so obviously they prepared the counter pick into Seraphine. And I think they just didn't expect us to draft the champs we did 4-5. Picking, they didn't expect Jojo to play Swain. They didn't think that Ken is a champion, and I think both of them countered their whole comp very hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess it was pretty fun to watch the game because there's so many new champs.
I was going to ask, was it fun to play the game, whenever you've got such a weird setup and different champions?
Yeah, I mean, the Kane pick was actually suggested by Vulcan. It was like 15 seconds on the clock, and I was choosing the champ. I didn't know what to pick. I think I was looking into Trundle or something, and then Vulcan's like, Kane looks good here. If you feel comfortable, I'm like, of course, sure, lock it in. And it was a pretty fun game.
We should say we're interviewing underneath a tent that is about to blow away. So if this ends up happening, we're gonna get great footage. Okay, so you guys locked it in. Did you not have? I mean, I would have assumed that the coaching staff would have been in on the Kane pick, or it was really just Vulcan who was making that suggestion and you making the decision.
Yeah, I mean, no one really was thinking about Kane unless Vulcan said it. I think if he didn't say it, no one would even think about it. And after the game, we would be like, oh, this champ actually exists. Because no one saw this champ for half a year. Even in Scrims and in solo queue, no one really plays the champ. So it's very forgotten. But yeah, that was one of very rare cases where I think you can play him. So yeah.
Well, okay, so you guys had that game. Do you respect them for trying a draft like that, or do you think it would have made more sense for them to try to play more conventionally against you guys?
I think they would lose no matter what they do. So trying to surprise us, I think it was a good option. If we didn't get the good idea of what to answer their champs with, then we might lose the draft and maybe they will win the game. But I think we were good at the moment to realize that Swain and Kane will be good picks, and then I think it was hard for them to play.
Where did the Swain decision come from?
We saw, I think, some people played it on stage. I think Bjergsen played it in LCS, and in LPL also people play Swain into champions that are either melee or the ones that have a lot of CC but not much damage, like TF, Lissandra. Those kind of champs have a lot of CC but they don't really have damage to kill Swain. So usually people use Swain as a counter pick to them. But when there is a lot of melee champs in the game, I think Swain is also a good pick because he's basically applying slow to everyone with the Rylai. He has Rayandris, he's dealing a lot of damage, hard to move him during the fight, so yeah, I guess that's why.
Well, how do you think you guys are doing? Because right now it feels like, especially Cloud9, are kind of making a play to try to show themselves pretty good. Obviously Team Liquid as well, though they've been maybe a little more rocky lately. So where do you think you guys measure up against some of the other top teams?
Well, we kind of shit on almost every team in Scrims. Only TL was beating us, especially at the beginning of the split. They seemed very, very good, but last 2 weeks they don't seem that good anymore. At the beginning of the split I was like, wow, this is actually a completely new team, but now they kind of slowly go back to where they were. We'll see how they will evolve for the playoffs, but I think if I have to choose the team that I'm the most scared of, it's probably still them, still TL.
What do you think it is that's causing them to slip?
I think you just can't prepare like that for the split. That before the split you go for the bootcamp and then you expect yourself to play very well for the whole bootcamp against top teams of the world. Then you come to NA and you have to play regular split for, how long is regular split? Almost 3 months. And then go into playoffs and then go into worlds. I think at some point you will start playing a bit worse. So I don't think you should focus that much at early season. I think I'm not really a big fan of bootcamps before the split. I don't think it helps a lot.
Well, I kind of want to ask you also about 100 Thieves, because I feel like 100 Thieves made finals. They were against you guys, and yet everybody seems to not expect them to do well this split. They have them in a lot of cases not even going to Worlds or placing top 3. So what do you think of them? And if you agree that they're kind of lackluster now, what do you think happened? Because it's clearly the same roster, right?
I mean, Overall, about the going to Worlds, I think it's complete coin flip who will not go. I think one of the teams, Cloud9, us, 100 Thieves and TL will just not go, and it's hard to say which one.
Yeah.
I think we'll see how everyone will evolve in playoffs. And 100 Thieves, I think they are a good team when the game is very a lot of fighting, and then Closer can pull out some crazy ganks and outplays, because I think he's good, very good mechanical player, but I think they don't really have a good shot caller or like decisive voice that will like lead them when the game is even. So yeah, I think if the games will slow down, they might not be as scary team as others, but definitely if they make the game a chaos, I think they can beat any team in the league.
So I've heard that during the break, a lot of the teams, like this 1 week break that we have, a lot of the teams are planning on continuing to scrim, but you guys are taking the week off. Yeah. So what are you guys going off to do?
I'm going to Vancouver with our manager to chill, and I will visit, I guess. So
why Vancouver?
Because he is from there, so he will guide me around.
Oh, nice. Okay, so a nice little Vancouver vacation.
Yeah.
But it's just the two of you guys? None of the other players are going?
No, I don't think any other players are going.
Do you know what the other guys are doing?
I think Jojo is coming back home. I think Danny is coming back home with family, and Vulcan, I'm not sure. And Impact will probably just stay here and just chill.
Yeah. Okay, so just a nice little break. When are you guys all coming back? Like, when are you, like, next, the Monday after next or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just take this week off, and then, as usual, every week starts with the scrims on Tuesday. So we'll start scrimming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then LCS will start again.
Do you think you guys will play any league games that week, or is there a chance that if all of you guys don't play league for a week, that you'll end up rusty?
I mean, the thing is, if I have a chance to play league, I will for sure play, because I'm a bit addicted when I don't play league, or probably all of us, if we don't play league for like 3 days, we kind of want to play it again. It happens to me every off-season. I'm saying that I will take a break, but after 3 games, I realized that everything I've been doing for the past years is just playing league, so I get very bored, and I just go back to the PC. And if we get rusty, I don't think so. I think everyone will look into playing at least one game.
Very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for the interview. Anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I guess we have a lot of new fans since we won, and now we are doing good. So thanks for supporting, and thanks for joining the EG squad, I guess. And hopefully we will not disappoint you and win another split.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the interview, Inspired. Really appreciate it. And for everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Guess what, everybody? You can get, and I know this is shocking. I know you just watched that interview. You're like, that was so great. And now I'm being... there's nothing that can top that interview. Well, guess what? I'm about to top it, because you can get Black Friday deals in July from Alienware right now. If you click the link below, alienware.com/Travis, Black Friday deals in July. It's fantastic. It's amazing. I can't even. I'm just stumbling over my words right now to try to tell you how fantastic these deals are. But please do me a favor and click the link. Be sure you click the link, or just manually type in alienware.com/Travis, because if you go through the link, it actually lets them know that you're doing this because of me, and I like that. It makes me feel good, and also has good impacts on the revenue of the company that I run, and I can continue to do these things. And Worlds is going to be expensive this year, so please check it out.